Japan will export used Navy destroyers to the Philippines.
While the spotlight was on the flashy speeches and bold headlines at the Shangri-La Dialogue in Singapore, a far more pivotal event was taking shape behind closed doors, one that could redefine the balance of naval power in Southeast Asia. Breaking news.
The Philippine Navy confirms Japan's possible transfer of used Navy destroyers to the country. According to Japanese media, 6 warships equipped with anti-ship missiles and torpedoes will be exported to Manila.
Japan has officially confirmed the transfer of 6 warships to the Philippines. And this isn't a hand-me-down fleet gathering dust. It's a calculated, high-stakes move with the potential to reshape the region's strategic map. For the Philippines, the impact could be massive. Welcome to Asian Pulse, your go-to source for defense intelligence, military modernization updates, and sharp strategic analysis designed for every Filipino. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on what could become one of the most transformative moments in the history of Philippine maritime defense. These aren't ordinary ships. They're Abu Kuma-class destroyer escorts, versatile, combat-ready vessels built to hunt submarines and guard against aerial and surface threats. But why is this happening now? And why is Japan the one making the handover? This is where strategy takes center stage. What does this mean for the future of the Philippine Navy? Could this signal the rise of a more assertive maritime presence in the West Philippine Sea? And how strong a deterrent could these vessels be amid escalating tensions with China? Here's where the intrigue deepens. Reports say some ships will arrive with certain advanced weapon systems removed. Why would that be? Is it standard procedure? Or is there a deeper political message in play, blending diplomacy, defense budgets, and subtle warnings aimed at Beijing? It sparks big questions. Is Japan giving the Philippines a valuable asset or sending a signal? What stays on board and what's taken out? And how might this influence China's next steps in the contested South China Sea? We're unpacking all of it, from technical specs and mission capabilities to alliance politics and the quiet signals passing between maritime powers. So settle in, because what appears to be a routine ship transfer may in fact be the opening move in a new chapter of Philippine naval strategy and a potential turning point in the Indo-Pacific balance of power. If you want the latest insights on Philippine defense modernization, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. This is more than a headline, it's the deeper story behind the shift. A big change is stirring in the Pacific, one that could rewrite the playbook on naval partnerships in the region. Japan has approved the transfer of all 6 Abu Kuma-class destroyer escorts to the Philippines, every single one. This isn't Tokyo clearing out old inventory. It's deliberate, strategic, and without precedent. The big question is, why now? Why would Japan, known for its caution in military exports, decide to hand over some of its most capable submarine hunting ships to another nation? This is pure geopolitics. Japan operates under some of the strictest defense export rules in the world. Their own 3 principles on transfer of defense equipment and technology state that military hardware can only be sold or donated if there's a clear strategic reason. And when a deal like this gets approved, there's always more behind it. This is now the largest transfer of combat-ready Japanese naval ships to another country in modern history. For a nation historically restrained in military affairs since World War II, it's a monumental departure from tradition. So what's the looming challenge that justifies this unprecedented step? The answer begins with the escalating situation in the West Philippine Sea and the broader South China Sea. China's aggressive maritime actions have shaken the region, and now 2 former World War II adversaries appear to be forming a frontline partnership in a modern-day power struggle, fought with Coast Guard standoffs, naval blockades, and submarine cat-and-mouse games. Now here's what these Abu Kuma-class ships actually bring to the fight and what they won't. The Philippine Navy will inspect the ships this summer, and it's not just about checking if the engines work. The review will focus on weapons, electronic warfare systems, and which gear needs to be removed before the transfer. The Harpoon anti-ship missiles? Likely gone before departure. The Phalanx close-in weapon system, designed to destroy incoming missiles and aircraft, requires U.S. approval to transfer. The sonar and radar systems, while reliable, are considered dated by current standards. So what will remain, and will the deal still be worth it? That's the twist. Because even without top-tier weaponry, these ships are still a solid win. They come with proven hull designs, strong anti-submarine capability, and platforms that can be upgraded and adapted for years to come. In short, they're a strong foundation, a step toward a modern, more self-reliant Philippine Navy. But this story runs deeper than steel and engines. It signals a shift in the region's security structure. Japan is stepping into a more active defense role in Southeast Asia. The Philippines, long seen as a small naval player, is suddenly handed a leap in capability and responsibility. And China? They're watching every move. So is this an act of support, a quiet warning, or the beginning of a powerful alliance? Stay tuned, because the meaning of this deal stretches far beyond 6 ships. It reaches into sovereignty, regional power shifts, and the future of maritime strategy in the Indo-Pacific. Make sure you like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell to stay ahead of the story. We go beyond the headlines, breaking them apart, uncovering what others miss, and showing you what it all means for the Philippines and the wider region. Beneath the surface of recent headlines, a quiet but powerful shift is underway in the Indo-Pacific.
In a bold move that signals a significant shift in policy, Japan has sailed a warship.
Japan's latest move signals something much bigger than the transfer of aging warships. It hints at the possibility of joint weapons development. That means in the not-so-distant future, we could see Filipino-engineered upgrades mounted on Japanese-built hulls purpose-built to counter China's expanding naval presence. This isn't just a transaction. It's the first step towards something transformational, a new kind of defense partnership, one where the Philippines is not just a recipient of military aid, but a co-creator in building the next generation of maritime deterrence. Now let's break down these ships. To an untrained eye, the Abu Kuma class might seem like regular patrol vessels, but these are specialized anti-submarine warfare platforms tailored for a specific threat. Chinese submarines creeping closer to Philippine waters, and they're equipped to face that threat head-on. Each carries an Odo Malara 76mm naval gun already in service with the Philippine Navy, packing serious firepower. They come with ASROC launchers for anti-submarine rockets, torpedo tubes, hull-mounted sonar and search radar. Many of these systems can integrate with modern Japanese or even NATO technology. Beneath the deck lies the real leap forward. A CODAG combined diesel or gas propulsion system with a Rolls-Royce gas turbine built under license by Kawasaki Heavy Industries. For the Philippine Navy, this is a first. It's faster, more complex, and demands advanced training for crews and engineers. The question is, can our teams master it in time to keep pace with the rising stakes at sea? Because this is about enhancing ships. It's about transforming an entire navy. And Japan's move isn't random. It's a strategic signal to the region, standing shoulder to shoulder with the Philippines with action to back it up. While Philippine supply boats face water cannons, harassment, and blockades near Ayungin Shoal, Japan is answering with hardware. And this could only be the opening move. Behind the scenes, analysts are already mapping what may follow. Brand new Japanese-built ships for the Philippine Navy, joint naval design and construction aligned with the Horizon 3 Defense Modernization Plan, and even a regional shipbuilding alliance between Japan, South Korea, and the Philippines. Picture it, 3 technologically advanced nations, each contributing unique strengths, pooling expertise to create warships built in the region for the region. That would be a historic leap forward. But here's the challenge. Are we ready to step into that role? It will demand industrial capability, logistics, supply chain depth, advanced training, doctrinal evolution, and airtight cybersecurity. Owning advanced warships is one thing, sustaining them and evolving them is another.
This moment is more than a fleet transfer. It's a test of vision, capacity, and staying power. Meet it head-on, and the Philippine Navy moves from modernization into a complete reimagining of its role in maritime security. If you want to track this story and others like it with updates, analysis, and exclusive breakdowns, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Now, let's talk reality. These ships aren't fresh builds. The Abu Kuma-class destroyer escorts have over 3 decades of service behind them. But with the right investment, they could form the backbone of a revitalized Philippine fleet. They'll need more than upkeep. Outdated radar and sonar must be swapped for modern, high-performance systems, potentially from Japan, South Korea, or NATO partners. These aren't add-ons, they're the eyes and ears of modern naval combat. Next, integrating advanced combat management systems and ensuring compatibility with Western or ASEAN communication standards is essential. This keeps our forces fully aligned with key regional allies like the United States and Australia. In today's contested waters, interoperability isn't a bonus, it's the baseline for survival. And that's where things start to get really interesting. Some defense experts are floating a bold idea, replacing the stripped Harpoon missiles with cutting-edge firepower, like South Korea's Haesong anti-ship missiles or the Naval Strike Missile, a Kongsberg Raytheon creation already in service with US and allied navies. But all of this rests on one crucial factor: funding. Without real commitment from the Philippine government, especially Congress, these warships risk becoming like others before them, docked, underused, or stripped for parts. The question now is, are we ready to invest more than money? Are we ready to invest in tension? Because this is about more than adding 6 ships to our roster. It's about deciding what kind of navy we want to be. Do we stay a coastal defense force, or do we grow into a regional maritime power that matters in Indo-Pacific security? That means training sailors to master advanced propulsion systems and electronic warfare suites. It means building local expertise in system integration, maintenance, and upgrades. It means forging defense partnerships that last, not one-off transactions. And most of all, it means developing our own upgrade capabilities so we stand on our own. Because the real value of these ships isn't in the steel, the missiles, or the sonar. It's in what we choose to do with them. This could be the start of a transformation, not only for the Navy, but for how the Philippines positions itself in the world. It's a shift from reacting to threats to shaping the region with a proactive strategy. But it won't happen on its own. It will take vision, funding, leadership, and relentless modernization. The ships are on their way. The question is, will we make them count? For deeper breakdowns, expert analysis, and full coverage of AFP modernization, like this video, subscribe, and hit that bell, because our next intel drop is coming. China is already watching closely. The transfer of 6 Japanese-engineered warships to the Philippine Navy, possibly upgraded with NATO standard systems, is not being unnoticed in Beijing. And why would it? From their perspective, this is more than ships. It's a shift in the balance of power in the South China Sea. Insiders are already warning, expect more pressure. That could mean more military patrols, aggressive maneuvers near contested shoals, and live fire drills alarmingly close to Philippine waters. Behind the scenes, diplomatic pushback may already be underway. So, what does this move represent to China? Is it provocation or preparation? That depends on how we, the Philippines, decide to use it. The bigger question is, are these ships a lifeline or a test we're not ready for? Because here's the truth, ships don't make a navy strong. power comes from what follows: how we upgrade them, how we train to operate and sustain them, and how we fit them into a strategy that protects every inch of our maritime territory, from surface to seabed. These Abu Kuma-class warships could be the foundation for something far larger: a stronger navy, a deeper alliance with Japan, tighter cooperation with Australia, the US, and South Korea, and possibly a regional defense network with joint production and shared technology. But it all comes down to one thing: action. Delay the upgrades, skip the training, stall the funding, and these ships risk becoming relics before they ever see a fight. Or worse, they become a reminder of time and opportunity lost in the face of rising threats. When the first Abu Kuma-class ship arrives, the status quo ends. The region will be watching to see what the Philippines does next, and so will we. So what's your take? Can the Philippines handle 6 new combat-ready warships? Should we prioritize missile systems or strengthen anti-submarine warfare as Chinese subs push further south? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Your perspective matters. If you want a smarter, stronger Philippine Navy, like this video, subscribe, and hit that bell, because our next intel drop is coming.